Good morning.
I was trying to figure out what you was
I don't
doing.
know. I was trying to figure out what you were doing. Anyway, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Love Brew Podcast. I'm your host, Tommy T. It's my wife.
Artika.
We're mighty close together today, but
Very.
we're looking good. It's hard because it's the camera's right there, and then the computer's right here. I think I should have brought it closer, but I couldn't, so it's gonna look
Okay.
awkward a little bit. Um,
Just for him.
yeah. Not a lot happened this week, man, that I was interested in. Not sure if it's anything that you guys was interested in or you were interested in, but
I'm gonna sit back.
we will talk all the same.
Good morning, Deshauna.
Good morning, cousin. Um, gotta look through my notes here.
Yeah, he put his notes on the computer that we use.
Yeah, which wasn't smart.
Good morning, Hubert.
What's up, Hubert? um, the kids been cool this week too, man. Ain't nothing really just spectacular happened.
Now we had to get over last week's anger with Lily.
Um, and she wasn't really mad at me, but
Since you're not there in the morning.
yeah,
And kindergarten has been kicking the girls' butt, but it
good
seems
morning,
like
Sharon.
the tide has turned. I apologize in advance if y'all hear Quad's truck in the background.
No, that's
Um,
Lily's washing machine.
um, Lily's washing machine in
Can
the
y'all hear
background.
that?
I'm sorry if you can. My aunt gave them a birthday gift late and early. He is late, hers early
I was wondering why he got a gift.
because he had a
I
birthday.
really didn't. It didn't correlate to me that Lily, go Lily, cut it off. Just cut it off. Take it in the
Take
room
it in there.
and cut it off.
And since they got their gifts early,
Go put it in there.
they have been fighting
Golly.
over the gifts because she wants to play with his truck. Lily, stop it.
Nah, it's a washing machine, a
Yeah,
toy washing machine that doesn't have volume control. Why do they make toys without volume control?
to terrorize
Let's talk about
parents.
that.
To terrorize parents.
Like, golly, man, they be having on and off and no volume control.
And of course, my mom pulled out the industrial size box of double A batteries and was like, I got enough batteries to get it powered. Hold on. I'm
Yeah,
like, girl, just wait.
yeah, nobody's in a rush for that. Because I mean, like, man, it's crazy because now I think about things
Good
like that.
morning, Collier.
Good morning, Cody. I think about things like volume control. Does this toy have volume control before I get it? Because like they make toys are loud. You can be sitting up there watching it, and that's why I read TV more so than watch it now. Is because shoot, man, like everything around you, it's loud.
Mm-hmm. And they don't understand why I hear noises around the house and I'm like, turn that off. Nobody's playing with it. Like Lily will turn her tablet on and just leave it on the table. Quad's tablet is on the table running. Nobody's looking at them. Then they go pick up 4 different toys and each one of those is loud. And I'm just like, look, we got to cut off something. My brain, I am overstimulated.
Yeah.
And I think that everybody thinks of overstimulation as anger and frustration when it comes from me.
Oh, Cody, we love you too, man.
And I'm just like, cut it off
Now. The thing for me is, it's like it doesn't bother me that it's on. Like I can deal with it on all the time. But when I'm trying to do something, you know what I'm saying? It's like, why sit here and put this thing right in my ear and I'm trying to do something?
Maybe that's because I'm always trying to do something. Hear a child, read something, listen to something.
It's not that you just come in and you playing, because I get it, you playing with your toys and but it's like back at home, my desk sits in the front It's open. It's not a place where I can go and close the door, right? And because of that, it's like I'm accessible.
Uh-huh.
So I see you, you're accessible. I'm gonna come sit right next to you and play with your stuff. What are you doing?
She's
What you
expressing
want?
her disdain for you right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. But it's like, man, you sit there and you're like doing something. They openly see you doing something, and since you're there, you're accessible. And I'm gonna just sit right here and make all the noise that I want to,
Hmm.
you know.
That's exactly what it is. Yay, noise.
And it's like it doesn't bother me because you're a child, but it's like we have a whole house. You have a room. Y'all got each other's room,
Of all the square feet in the house, everybody wants to be in the square foot that you in.
right? And that's the thing for me. It's like, okay, cool. Let me finish doing what I'm doing, and then you come in here. Or if we're watching TV, um, you want to watch TV, you want to play with this washing machine, you want to do this, you walking back and forth. It's like, man, just figure out something you want to do and just do it. Leave me out of it, you know,
Agreed.
type of deal. Yeah, yeah. Man, you
Just trying to
should,
say it now. I'm feeling guilty. Every gift I buy makes some kind of noise.
you should. It's not that it makes noise. It's does it have a low and a high? Do you have volume control where
Do they have
you got the
six?
dial?
They have like 5 or 6 options of volume control. That would be fantastic.
Right. Just give me something. Don't just
But I don't even care about the stuff being loud per se. I am just always wanting them to not have 17 things on. Because, like, right now in this room, Quad has a tablet on, the TV is on, and then Lily had the washing machine running, and we're trying to talk to you guys. It was just a lot.
yeah. Like I'm cool with everything else, but the thing about then it's me being a audio snob too. It's like when I'm doing something like and me knowing that y'all can hear that would bother me.
Obviously,
And
it
I'm
did.
and you're right. It's like, hey man, you gotta come on, man. And it's like I always think about when people be like, cherish this. I told oh, I was like, man,
You
cherish
saying
this.
that like they know who O
Yeah, I was talking to you.
is.
I was like, cherish this time because it goes by really, really fast. And I was just like, give her your key or my keys over there so you can move our truck. You good? Okay. But the thing about it is like, man, you want to cherish this time, but it's like half the time I don't forgot. Like I got the big moments in my head, like when she first started walking, when he first started walking. But then like after that, it's like you got to remind me of the certain things. But then it's like, all right, cool. Like write it down, take a picture, do something, because I gotta figure this part out, you know. And that's why I told. Oh, I was like, man, just cherish these moments because they're gonna go by real fast.
They are like it still amazes me. Lily's the youngest in her class, but it still amazes me that she's about to be 5.
Yeah, tripping
Like
off of that.
every time she turns another age, I'm like, how did we get here?
I wonder how it's gonna go when she learns how to ride a bike.
I don't know. That's not my
Look,
ministry.
I told somebody, I said, I want to get her a bike for her birthday, but I ain't prepared to be sitting down. No, no, put it down. I'm not prepared to be sitting down
Seriously.
drinking some beers and teaching her how to ride a bike because she gonna fall a lot
Thank you.
and she gonna forget to keep pedaling.
He just came and bought me his truck.
Yeah, his truck not loud, but that washing machine is loud as I don't know what. Good morning, high five.
So yeah, we said all that to say, if you buying small kids gifts, make sure it has volume control.
Yeah, more than one,
Yes.
preferably. Or
Okay.
headphone jack. Give them headphones.
Thank you. That's a microphone. They can hear you.
All right, Lily. Go ahead. Yes,
Lily's 3/4 of the way done here.
yeah. So you guys, it's gonna be a episode today because they all right there. They are just right there.
Anywho,
The funny thing is they fight with each other. That's the funniest thing to me. Is that they like Quada won't share, Lily like share. Quada like I don't care about none of that. I just want this.
I am so ready for him to. Oh my God. I've been trying to make that not happen.
What?
Good morning, D Brown. Him dumping that toy bag.
Yeah, man. But anyway, what happened this week? What we got? Let's see, that's something. Oh, the first thing I want to talk about is the judge in Detroit. Um,
Judge King,
Judge King,
Kenneth King.
Kenneth King, this past week handcuffed. I don't think he arrested or put her like she basically it was a child. I think 16 years old was falling asleep in his courtroom
During a field trip. That's important to note.
during a field trip for a summer program that she was put into or signed up for, to give something to do. Over the summertime, you don't have really anything to do. So she's in a program, right? All of us have done a summer program before. And so they went to a field trip to see this judge in particular, and she kept falling asleep. So he told her, stop falling asleep, or I'm going to handcuff you and, put you in, not put her in jail, but just like, hey, stop falling asleep. So she fell asleep again. Found girls' toys generally boring. That's why I like boys' toys because they are more right. Right.
I can't say that they gravitate to one person's toys or another because they both play in the food truck. They both play in the kitchen. They both play with the trucks. I don't know that Lily has any like inherently girl toys. Her makeup.
I like boys' toys
and he don't care
because
about
they're for boys.
Okay.
I'll be like, get them balls. Get them stuff that makes them go.
Because Quad throw balls at your face.
You gotta catch it.
I pass.
Anyway, the judge got suspended. Actually, suspended after he ordered a teenage girl to be handcuffed and threatened her with jail after she fell asleep in his courtroom during a field trip.
So okay, I watched the Detroit news story in regards to this. First, the mom said that they don't currently have anywhere to live.
Mm-hmm.
So they've kind of been couch surfing. And the daughter has not been having great sleep because of it. And I fully get that. And
what is it?
Milk. Fake milk.
Oh.
Here. You're welcome. And even outside of that, like they're 16 or she's 16. It's okay to have an off day.
Yeah.
Like we go to work tired. She's not even in school. This is a summer program. And I don't understand why he had to be on a high horse about her falling asleep in the summer program.
Yeah. The issue that I had with was the fact that he immediately went to, I'm going to put you in handcuffs and make you feel like you're in jail. I personally, I don't feel like people should do, like, I didn't agree with, like, I got why they did scare straight, but it's like, I don't agree with it. It got to be a different way.
But the difference between scared straight and this child is that this child has not done anything.
He was suspended.
Yeah, he was suspended. But this child has not done anything.
Right, she just fell asleep.
That we have to scare her about besides fall asleep.
Right. My thing was, it was like, why was that your initial thing? Mm-hmm. Right? Why not say, hey, can we get this girl something to eat? Can we get her something to help her stay up? If it bothered you so much, interact with this child.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you can't interact with this child, don't put her in front of it, because the thing, you look at it from the child's perspective. This child, that I don't know if this child was a bad kid or whatever, but this child doesn't have permanent home like we do.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we go through it. We have our bad days too, but it's like she doesn't have a permanent home and she doesn't have control over that. You know,
Yeah.
so she has to do the best that she can. Sitting in a courtroom is not a very interesting thing if you're not interested in it. Like if somebody reading to me and I'm just sitting down listening to you read, or talking or speaking to me,
Mm-hmm.
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get sleepy and have to stand up.
If Tommy sits down with no stimulation of any sort, he's gonna fall asleep. He might fall asleep with stimulation of some sort because he falls asleep, passes out on a movie quick.
I ain't even gonna respond to that dig. Cause
It's not a dig.
I feel like you trying to take a dig at me.
It's
Good
not.
morning, D.
But I know that you're a person who needs to do stuff.
Yeah,
Like you need to be active to not get tired.
yeah,
I don't know this child's story, but I just feel like that's excessive to say, like to handcuff me and then say you're gonna arrest me. What are you gonna arrest me for? I'm not here on official business.
right. I'm just here because it's a field trip.
I'm here because this is where I am. That's it. That's all.
He said, King excessively punitive reaction to the chain fathers had been widely condemned. You know, Tuesday said that he was not so much disturbed by her falling asleep, but by her whole attitude and her whole disposition. That's not something that normally happens, but I felt compelled to do it because I didn't like the child's attitude. I haven't been disrespected like that in a very long time. I'm under the impression that this child didn't have much to say. If doing the most
I'm
was a
assuming
person's
as
truth.
a judge, you're dealing with adults on a daily basis. And a tired child shouldn't make you feel that disrespected.
Right.
And that makes me wonder how many rulings you have had that were probably overreaching because your ego got in the way.
Yeah. It's it's a thing of like why aren't you so sympathetic to a child? You see this child, yeah, it was a field trip. This child was just on a field trip with this summer program that she's in. Not a bad child, and the child falls asleep. You have to understand that that could be because she's bored in here, and if she's bored, find out what's up with this child. Make it
Exactly.
interesting, but you don't have to because you looking at it from a standpoint of you're in the position of power.
If this was supposed to be a summer program to inspire children, his actions did the exact opposite. He created a trauma. Yeah, the handcuffing thing was just too far. I remember I went on a field trip, and I still don't understand the point of it. But I went on a field trip to a jail,
Yeah,
and I was like, at the end of it, why are we here? This was because y'all just couldn't find anything else free for us to do.
right.
It's just jail and court field trips, unless you're in some type of aspiring, like legal criminal justice type group, they just don't make sense on
Yeah,
just a general, we're kids in a something. Mine wasn't even like a summer program field trip. Mine was a school year field trip when I went to the jail. So I was like, I don't understand this at all.
yeah. Man, the funny thing or the crazy thing about it, we had a trip to not the jail but the courthouse,
Uh-huh.
and they showed us everything. Like we went around the tour, and I think his name was Judge Williams. He was a hard judge, like
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. And he talked to us for about 10 minutes. We took a tour of the place. We were allowed to sit like in the different places and stuff like that. Um, but that was a good visit, good solid visit. But
Yeah.
if I'm sitting there, like the times I've been to court, I was not interested in everybody else's court case except mine. It was one time where I was interested in the court case because it was stupid. I don't remember per se what it was, but it was like this dude basically did. It was like we knew that he had did whatever it was that he was in jail or doing, and we had to sit there and listen to him say it wasn't him.
I've only been to traffic court.
That's what I was at.
I didn't hear anybody else's things.
No,
It was just like you here, he here. We can't determine who
where y'all get that from?
you know where they got this from.
They just went in there
Why?
and got it.
No. An adult gave it to them. I don't
Oh.
understand why you not acting like they at their
No,
grandparents'
I
house.
was trying to figure it out because it just came out of nowhere. And if the adult gave it to him, why did the adult didn't open
Don't you give them stuff and tell them to go have their
it?
mama open it?
No,
Yes, you do.
no. Anyway, yeah, I don't understand that like that purpose or the way that he did that. But what I do understand, speaking of still on the subject of judges, it was a judge staying in the same state in Michigan. I like this judge. This judge is hilarious. I, mean, I don't know his name, and ain't nobody put up a article. They just keep putting up videos.
No clue.
Oh no, here it is right here. Um, a man told a judge to kiss his ass, and he kept saying "f you, f you, f you," and every time he said "f you," the judge gave him 90 something days, and he said it. So he got how many days? 558 days in prison for cussing at the judge, basically. Okay, go ahead, Lily. You shush. What is
Oh, this is the same judge who was presiding over the case of the guy that was driving on a suspended license
yeah,
and
and
did
came in the zone.
virtual
Yeah. Man, and you got to see the video, man,
of what?
of like this actually happening. Like,
Oh,
yeah,
the
of the
500
yeah.
days.
Man, I don't know what they was doing, but the man told him to kiss his ass, and then he kept saying "f you, f you, f you." Every time he said that, the judge was like 92 days, 92 days, 92 days, and he stood on it. He was like, "Man, I said
So what was he initially there
93
for?
days." I have no clue what he was there for. Probably something that he was just gonna be like traffic or something like that. And it was other people waiting to have court in there on the Zoom.
Mm-hmm.
And that dude, the dude that was next was like flabbergasted. He was like, "Sir, I don't know what to say. I don't want to really say anything because I don't want that."
Yeah. I'm just here trying to not get fired.
Right. Man, that's crazy though, man. Like it's a sense of you still want to take a judge and I don't think for this case it wasn't an abuse of power. It was a sense of you gonna respect me because I've worked hard enough for you to respect me. And this position as judge, I hold your life in my hand, and I'm gonna be as fair as I can possibly be, and I can respect that, right? But the other judge it's hard to be like, yeah, that was a fair and right thing to do because you're looking at it from a child that didn't do anything.
Yeah.
She just fell asleep because she was tired, and you didn't take the time out to find out why is this child falling asleep. Not disturbing anybody. You just see her sleeping in
Mm-hmm.
your court case, in your what they call it in your
Courtroom.
your courtroom. Now, if you have the rule no sleeping, and you know these kids are on a field trip,
Did you reiterate the rules?
yeah, tell them the rules, and if she can't do it, then put her out.
You're not supposed to disrespect the court.
Nah, that's a man. I ain't disrespecting the court because I went in like when I had the last time I had to go to court, I had to well not the last time, but the time before that, I had to I basically had a no insurance ticket from college. Went in there, it's like, hey, I got insurance now. Woo 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 woo. And the judge was like, okay, cool, just pay the little court thing. Just being respectful and expecting the same respect has not steered me wrong yet. So
Yeah,
good morning, Erica.
absolutely. Oh, Erica, I'm up now. She called me last night and I was passed out.
That's another Erica.
No, that's the Erica.
What Erica?
This Erica.
Who's Erica?
She used to live right there.
Oh, hey Erica.
Like I know who that is.
Oh,
The judge had a interview with the news station right after it happened, and he said he didn't feel like he acted unfairly.
yeah.
So I don't know if he's still on his high horse about that, or if he's ever going to be like, "Hey, I was wrong."
No, probably not. Probably not.
Yeah.
Um, moving right along. I ain't have nothing to transition to. You know, I'm still working on that, man.
Okay.
Simone Biles' mom, her biological mom, wants to make amends with her.
I don't buy that.
No, I don't either.
Like it sounds good to say.
Sounds real good.
I want to make amends with her, but she's 27 now. She needs to make the step. You're still her mother, and for all intents and purposes, you're still the person that was wrong.
So here's my thoughts about it, right? Her mom wants to come back into her life and be a part of her life. I'm like, why not? You know, like, why? If there's a thing of I want to be a part of your life, and I don't know how it gets to like all these news outlets, right?
Yeah.
That we see, because I saw it on Complex the first time I saw it.
I saw it on YouTube.
Yeah. And so it's like you see it, you hear about it, and then you like, why? Like, right? And that's my thoughts too, Hubert. It's like you saw this. This probably one of the greatest top 5 athletes ever to have donned the earth, right? And so,
Serena.
right. That's the number one athlete is Serena Williams. But I see it too, buddy. You're not talking to me anyway. But Simone Biles' mom comes into the picture, and it's like, okay, her mom comes into the picture, wants to be a part of her life, but obviously we know why. Right, she's trying to get in good, but either one, you do that privately, or two, I don't think it's a case of it's too late, but it's definitely a case of you look like an opportunist.
Yeah, I don't think it is too late to attempt to make amends. However, again, you have also had 27 years of Simone's life to either right it or not have done it at all. And I mean, obviously, we can't go back on the righting the wrong.
Yeah, we don't know what the wrong is.
So the initial wrong was that
Oh,
Simone and her 3 siblings were lost to foster care.
Yeah.
Her mother was battling with addiction.
Yeah.
So her grandfather took 2 kids, and I think her grandfather's sibling took took the other 2 kids. I know that they were split up and it was amongst family. Simone just happens to be the most successful.
Yeah.
Out of the 4. And Simone considers her grandfather and his new wife, I can't say new anymore, but you get what I mean. Like, not her grandmother, not her mom's mom. She considers them to be her parents. So it seems like Simone is good as far as that is concerned. Yeah. And Simone, in the past, her mom has done interviews saying that they're good. But it seems like since Simone got married, that mom is now like, I'm waiting on her. I'm gonna let her do it. I'm gonna, try to be, because she wasn't a part of anything for the wedding
Yeah.
either. But I just, I don't even want to say I struggle with this, because I don't struggle with it. It's one of those things where if people don't want to be around, you can't make them be around.
Yeah.
So, like, what?
It's for me, or the thought process in that is, okay, you have this addiction, you get yourself clean, you put your kids up for adoption, and the grandparents have them for adoption. So you still know exactly where your kids are. You still have somewhat some type of access to your kids. You have to be an adult and have to figure out, how do I have a relationship? What does a relationship with my children look like?
And I think her dad limited some of the access initially.
Yeah,
Um, and I get it, because if these kids were in foster care and I had to go get them and legally adopt them, then there's obviously something going on with you
yeah,
that my children, these are now my kids, need
right,
to be protected from.
right,
So uh it just it is very opportunistic.
yeah,
Like, it's very easy to try to be like, Simone needs to do this and Simone needs to do that, when again, you're her mother.
right,
You have to start taking the accountability of how your decisions impacted Simone's life. And I hope Simone has been in therapy for this to get on the other side of it,
right.
because that just feels toxic.
It's like, why, like, okay, you see that I'm doing so great, and I'm like this top athlete, and here it is, you're coming back talking about you want a relationship with me. Why not do that in the off season, privately,
Yeah.
where nobody is talking?
We
Because
just left Paris.
right, right,
She ain't even been home a week.
right. So it's like you come in, you say all this and you do all this, and then it's like, man, like, in a year we're not gonna be speaking on Simone Biles like this, unless Simone Biles gets pregnant or divorced, and that's only gonna be for a week, you know.
Pregnancy, she'd ride out for much longer, but
Yeah,
if it was divorce, it's gonna be a whole lot of bashing her husband and then move on.
yeah, because she's not gonna have the same effect as Taylor Swift did with my boy for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
And the reason that being is because it's a different type of entertainment,
Yeah.
you know. um they gonna mention her because they mentioned her husband being at the Olympics.
I'm laughing at him because he got his pot holder closed in the oven
Oh
door.
yeah, yeah, he be paying attention, man. My boy might be a chef, man. But I know he gonna be a grill master like his daddy, him and his sister. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. uh But yeah, like, so seeing her like at the football games, they gonna pan over to her, the greatest athlete to ever to be gymnast to do that. And then you got her husband playing for, I think he played for the Chicago Bears. I'm not really sure who he
Sorry
played
to
for.
that man.
Yeah, I mean, it's just something that happens. But I mean, she gets pregnant, they gonna have a little baby that has great genes.
Hopefully has his height.
Right. But it's just that's it. Like, talk to her then. Or talk to the other siblings. Cause like, I didn't even know she
You
had
was
siblings.
right. Chicago Bears.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
I actually follow one of, I think it's her sister, Kayla,
Yeah.
on YouTube. She has a interior design business.
Man, it's funny, man. Thinking about talking about the Chicago Bears, they have a Hard Knocks on HBO now. Yeah. They got a Hard Knock, the HBO documentary about the football teams in the preseason. Like, they
Uh-huh.
go through the preseason and whatnot. Um and I feel like that's a bad omen for the team. And the only reason I say that is because last year, and it just happened to a couple teams that been on Hard Knocks. But I pointed it out last year because the Jets was on the Hard Knocks last year, and the first play of the regular season last year, what's my boy name? Aaron Rodgers gets hurt out for the season.
It's like
It's
the
like
Madden
the
cover.
Madden cover, yeah. And I feel like it's just a terrible omen. But
Be like, nah, we don't want it.
right, be like, nah,
Be
I'm
like,
good,
quiet.
man.
I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm sure Simone feels like a paycheck to this woman. I'm sure she does. Yet they try to play him like a squirrel when he is a better man than 99% of these birds online will ever get to marry. They I know that some of the interviews that he has done, the verbiage hasn't been good that he's
You talking
used.
about her husband?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I can't tell you off
I've
the top
never
of
heard
my
this
head.
man play because I don't watch the Chicago Bears. I ain't seen this man play. I don't know what this man sound like. I've only seen him cheering for Simone Biles.
Yeah. It was something I don't remember. Well, let me stop. Like I know. I just know that there was like a whole period that people were on a Jonathan Owens hate train.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see if I can find it.
But yeah, man, like this, it's a crazy situation. I don't think she would give her. I don't know, right? Because it's like if she's like, I want to build a relationship with you. The last thing I'm gonna do is go talk to anybody.
Uh-huh.
Nobody's gonna know that we like that's what I want to do.
That's what it was. Thank you for the waffle. Yeah, I'm being served food. I got a waffle
And a fried
in a
banana.
frying pan with banana
How do
in it.
you fry bananas?
You fry plantains. They're made the
Yeah.
same way.
I'm just trying to figure out how you
The
fry.
same way you fry plantains.
I've never fried a plantain.
Or
Right. So he said he didn't know her, the mom.
no, he said he didn't know Simone. And people ran with that as a form of disrespect.
He did. Who didn't know Simone?
Her husband, like before they
Oh,
started dating, he didn't know what a Simone Biles was, is what he said, basically.
and they're trying to say that he lying or
Yeah, like you should know her. She's only the best so and so and such and such. And I'm like, if it's not your bubble, it's not your bubble. Because
right.
literally, like for me, I don't watch football, right? If I do watch any football, it's usually college football. And sorry to this man, I ain't know his name.
Yeah.
He's Simone Biles' husband.
Right.
But I grew up like Tommy is like super into track and field. I used to watch gymnastics and figure skating as a kid.
Yeah.
So I would know who Simone Biles is for that reason.
Yeah.
Sorry to her husband. I don't know who you are. But yeah, it everybody went on a hate train for him for a minute because of that.
I didn't even know that.
Because it's not your bubble of
Yeah.
the internet. You don't care what the Chicago Bears have to say.
I do not.
So this one particular Chicago Bear really don't matter.
I do not. Chicago Bears did not pick up anybody. I was like a player, if the like nothing.
He said, if I get a hold to one of those USA track ladies, I'm getting married again.
I'm here to tell you, man, I'm gonna hook you up. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna get ordained just to be the what they call the preachers, the officiant. Yeah, man. They another fun fact about the Olympics: the U.S. women, like the women part of the U.S. Team for the Olympics, won 65% of the gold medals. And I'm like, golly, and that includes the teams, like the WNBA team, or not the WNBA, but the women's basketball team, the track team, Katie Ledecky. Katie Ledecky was the only one that won gold. Good morning, Patricia. Who else? Like all the women that won gold at the Olympics this year accounted for 65% of our I think gold medals or medals, period.
Uh-huh.
We won 120 something, and I think it was like, uh, so we should give money to help the men in the name of equal. No, absolutely not, man. But it just goes to show, like, I think women's sports are more competitive than men's sports because you're gonna dominate currently, yeah. You're gonna dominate, but you're gonna have more popularity in men's sports because of, like, I don't know. I like to see people dunking. I'm trying to get it more into women's basketball, so I watched it.
I've trained my phone to start giving me
Yeah,
updates. I
I
get Mercury updates.
I don't get updates, but it's like I like, for me, I like players, right?
Yeah.
In basketball, I like the team, the Celtics. Um, and I like who's the general manager, you know. So it's like you start looking at that part of the situation. Good morning, Monica. Um, but it's like it's kind of amazing to hear that statistic. It's like, dang, 65%. We won 100 and something medals. You know, and if we won 100 medals, they accounted for 65 of them.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. You know, so it's like kudos to them, man. Speaking of medals, I don't know if you guys heard, but Jordan Childs won the bronze medal in gymnastics, the individual events at the place. Like at the Olympics, she won the bronze medal, got, celebrated, took the pictures, got to raise her flag and all this stuff. Then I think Romania had put in an inquiry to look at that because it was like a point on her score that got her from fifth to third. So they looked at it, and the Romanian girl was, I don't know her name. She was in fourth place and got skipped.
Her name is Anna.
Anna. Okay. So Anna,
I think
basically,
it's Barbosu.
I don't know. But basically, the IOC, the Olympic Committee, who reviews everything, basically said Jordan Childs, when they put the inquiry in, the challenge, right? I heard somebody describe it as being a challenge. When the US put the challenge in, you have 1 minute to put the challenge in.
Mm-hmm.
And if they were 4 seconds off from the minute. So they took a minute and 4 seconds to put the challenge in. But they have video where they were putting the challenge in like 43 or 44 seconds. So with 15, 16 seconds left, they, had time. So the IOC, the committee, basically said, you didn't put it in time. We got to strip Jordan Childs of this medal. They want her to send it back. I'm like, man, they gonna have to come get it. If they want it that bad, you can come get it.
Yeah, so oh my gosh, I got a cough and this is gonna be loud. Oh. So
You
I
know
was
that's
just
still heard, but I guess it wasn't as loud.
yeah, it wasn't as loud as in my throat.
Yeah, in my throat.
I was just reading through this while you were talking about it. That they scored her incorrectly.
Yeah.
So y'all scored me incorrectly. I called y'all on it in enough time, and yet
It was
somebody else
corrected in real time. You corrected it,
right.
and then when I called you out on it, then somebody else came in and said, "No, wait."
And so now Romania want to argue. Like you said, come get it.
Yeah, if you want it that bad, you can come get
I'll tell you where it's at.
it.
Don't send me no pre-addressed label with FedEx. Come get it.
Come get it.
And I need to see the person that scored me to come get it.
It's a terrible situation for both of them, man.
How about that would be a great thing to do? 2 bronze.
Yeah, yeah. I would celebrate both of them because, and I think they got one more step to go. Uh, one more step before they can like it's officially over. Because I don't think the U.S. team is like letting it go, which I don't think they should, because the error was caused by the judges.
Yeah.
And if originally she should have been, hey, little boy, get down.
Where is he at?
Oh, he climbing on that island. Man, he just be doing stuff, man. My bad, y'all. Um, so so it's like if they both if the judges cause the error to happen, then the judges should fix that error.
Yeah.
You know, and it shouldn't be a penalty because Jordan Childs done did all this stuff. You know, like she did what she was supposed to do, and you made the mistake, but I'm being penalized for it.
Right.
That's stupid to me. Okay, but no, it's like yeah, that's the thing I think. Like, give them both the medal and celebrate them as bronze medalists,
Mm-hmm.
and move on from it because I mean, like she won it.
Yeah. And nobody would be fighting if the judge had just scored it correctly.
Right. We wouldn't even be in this issue. But I bet for next time, I hope that she don't be like, oh, they messed me over. I don't want to do it no more. Which I don't think that's how she is. She's kind of disappointed now, I believe. But you know, it is what it is. But I hope for next time she leaves no doubt. What's the I know you don't know the coach, but the coach off of what's
Mike.
the Titans? Remember the Titans?
I remember the movie, but I don't
He was
remember.
like the white coach. He was like what's dude's name, man? That was scary to get in there and play like he was scary. He played running back, but then they moved him to defense, and he was like,
I can't tell you how long ago
know,
it's been since
I
I saw
know.
that movie. I used to watch it all the
I
time
done watched it a couple times this
because
year.
it used to come on TV.
And
Like
he was like, Coach was like, leave no doubt, because they was cheating,
uh-huh.
and you know,
Jordan Childs will be 27 in 4 years. This is more than likely it. Fantastic career.
I ain't she there. She's
And
23 now.
you like she that old? But
Yeah,
she's not that old.
Ain't Simone Biles 27?
Is this Simone's last Olympics?
Yeah, it probably is. I don't know how old Simone.
Simone's 27.
Yeah, she probably got another one in her. Gabby Thomas, is that her name? Gabby Douglas was talking about trying to get back to it.
And Gabby is a year older than them. She's 28.
Yeah. Man, just to think I was 10 when these children were born. Like that's wild.
Yep. Gabby Douglas is 5'2".
Yeah.
Simone Biles is tiny.
I don't really know too much about this next thing that I picked, but I think it's noteworthy because Artika didn't have. I think Artika watch Friends, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't watch Friends, but um, of course it got something to do with drugs.
Oh yeah, they were saying that that's how Matthew Perry died.
They said Matthew Perry, and they're charging 5 people with his death.
I saw that. I didn't read the article, but I saw that online on YouTube yesterday actually, and somebody posted an article about it, but I didn't. It was too much going on.
It's somebody named the ketamine. Jasmine Sanga is charged in connection with the death of Friends star, uh, and was linked to a previous ketamine fatality. Matthew Perry's death. I think he died in October of last year, or something like that.
Take that over there.
It's a crazy situation because it's like they call her the ketamine queen. I don't know what ketamine is.
Ketamine is used medically for induction and maintenance of anesthesia.
Oh.
You can also use it as a treatment for depression and pain management, which makes sense because anything that can make you go to sleep can manage pain.
No.
No. Go take it to grandma. Go take it to grandma. Cause he know grandma gonna say no too.
Yeah. So apparently Matthew Perry was addicted to this drug. And the doctors he was going to was giving it to him. It doesn't seem like prescribed. Stop, man. Stop. It was prescribed to him. And I'm like, God, please. Like why would one subscribe that or prescribe that to?
If you're prescribing it for depression, because you know how like penicillin is the first thing that comes to mind. What it was created for is not what we use it for in modern day, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think that ketamine, what it was created for, is not what it is now used for.
Yeah. It's almost like how Michael Jackson. This what this article reminded me of was like how Michael Jackson died.
Yeah.
Because he was taking fentanyl to go to sleep.
Yeah. What was fentanyl initially used for?
I have no clue. I don't know if it was used to put people to sleep or not. But that's what Michael Jackson was using it for. And you get this ketamine stuff. And this actor is using that for pleasure, honestly. Because he was addicted to it.
Mm-hmm. Well, it depends because it could have started out as pain management, like after a surgery or something like that. And then you find a doctor, because they're calling her the ketamine queen. She's someone who will prescribe it because there are people who know you'll pay for it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can get it for you. And just because they have an MD behind their name doesn't mean that they're going to treat it correctly, for lack of better words.
So do you think
fentanyl was the same thing
used for pain management? Do you think the doctors should be held accountable for his death or charged with his death? Like I don't remember the doctor's name for Michael Jackson's situation, but he did time for that.
I think that there's a large gray area because I think that people can abuse prescription drugs that were provided the correct way, right? But then there's also people that you could know that they don't need it, and yet you continue to prescribe it because you're making money off of it. That's a fine gray line, and it just depends on how she falls in that fine line.
They're saying, and I'm just reading a little CNN article. Investigators believe Perry fell back into addiction last fall. U.S. Attorney Martin Estrada said in announcing the charges Thursday, and a network of people cared more about profiting off of Mr. Perry than caring for his well-being. I wonder how much this moron will pay. It's something somebody was quoted saying.
Where was she recorded saying that?
I'm like, I wonder how they got that.
How Bob said that she was had a prescription for an outpatient procedure and it gave her the best sleep.
Yeah.
This it was a text message.
What
I wonder how much this moron will pay. It's one of those things because are these drugs needed in some situations? Yes. However, you also can get addicted to these drugs, and on top of being addicted to these drugs, can unfortunately die from them.
Yeah. That's wild, man.
I was trying to find who she was texting.
Who, the doctor?
Yeah, with the I wonder how much this moron will pay. It says in text messages to Chavez, Placencia allegedly discussed how much to charge Perry for the ketamine, stating, "I wonder how much this moron will pay. Let's find out."
That's what was said. Let's find out.
Yep.
Hey.
So his assistant was injecting him with it,
Yeah.
including on the day that he died.
Yeah.
So he pled guilty, or he or she, I'm not sure the gender of the assistant, pled guilty to one count of conspiracy to distribute ketamine causing death.
Yeah.
Chavez will plead guilty to one count of conspiracy to distribute, while Fleming pleaded to one count of conspiracy to distribute and one count of distribution resulting in death.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I'm thinking about the assistant here because the assistant was the one that was actually doing the injecting.
Yeah. The assistants just doing what they're told to do.
Yeah. But at some point, you got to know that, hey, this is a bit much. But do you know that this is a bit much if this is what a doctor is prescribing for the person and you're just assisting? Conrad Murray, that's who it was, the doctor.
He killed Michael Jackson.
Yeah. But yeah, D. Brown, you're absolutely correct. She's too old to be sending those.
Kids, his actual kids.
I don't think so. I don't think they
like blood kids.
I just said I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that they've ever done a DNA test.
Yeah.
Michael was just like, these mine. And everybody in the Jackson family was like, okay. But, you know, we all be knowing people. And be like, that ain't his baby.
Yeah, we know some people.
I'm sure.
Shit,
Catherine, I'm sure Catherine got a sister or a nephew that's like, them ain't Michael kids, but they are cousins.
Yeah. Anyway, that's off subject.
Mike didn't he to make those kids.
He did, man. Them kids are white. Michael is a black man. Anyway, man. Yeah, like drugs are bad.
They are. And we hit our hour.
Not yet, man, but I did want to bring this up because I thought this was funny. There's a cafeteria lady got 9 years for $1.5 million in chicken.
She was stealing.
She stole it like back during COVID. This is an older story, but she just got sentenced. I think like last week or two. She was the cafeteria manager, and when COVID happened, you remember they were sending home school lunches for the kids and stuff. And so
she started the catering business.
I don't know what she did. I don't know what she did with the chicken wings, but she ordered enough chicken wings that cost the state or whoever buys the food $1.5 million. I have no clue what she did with all them chicken wings. But that's enough. That's enough to start a business.
Family reunion. She started a cake. Y'all done ate them wings at somebody's wedding.
Right.
We might ate some of them wings at a wedding.
Look, catering is food for thought.
No, that's crazy though that you could steal $1.5 million worth of anything.
Yeah.
And I know that the food bills were less during COVID because a lot of people were not taking their kids up to get these
right.
The distribution.
Right.
We were Lily wasn't technically a student, but because she was receiving speech therapy services through the state, I was on the email list about these food distributions. But I was like, my kid's so picky, I'm not even going to go waste my time.
Yeah.
I'm going to just be throwing this food away, which I guess I should have thought about it. They also would be throwing the food away.
Yeah.
She got to have a side job somewhere. Like.
Yeah. Chris, what's my man's name? Kansas City Defensive tackle Chris Jones offered to cover the $1.5 million worth of chicken wings in exchange for her to be released from prison. I don't know if that's commendable or not. Cause she stole
He too
1.5.
ate some of them chicken wings.
I
Them
want to
wings
do
must have
ignore
been
her.
good.
I want to do ignore her.
Maybe.
Her name is Vera Liddell, who served in the director role for Harvey School District on 52 near Chicago. Is incarcerated at the Cook County Jail for theft and operating criminal enterprise. She pleaded guilty on August 9th to the charges and got a 9-year prison sentence.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. The 68-year-old stole the mounds of meat intended to be take-home meals for students learning remotely during COVID. And Jones was like, "I'll pay for the wings she stole it for her to be free."
He gonna hire her at Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage.
Jones Barbecue and Foot Massage. He had a couple of them joints too, man.
I definitely know someone who has had a violent crime and has done less time. But
I just want to know what she did with the wings, and ain't nobody asked that question.
thank you. Give it back to Quad. Give it back to Quad.
Yeah, I don't know what she did with them wings.
Get it. Get it.
Yeah, that was extreme, but it's crazy. It's crazy to hear about it, but it's like it's $1.5 million.
Yeah,
that somebody has to be responsible for, and we have no clue what them wings went to.
I would like tell us, and we can shave off like 6 years, and then he paid a 1.5. I just want to know,
like, cause where does the money come from? From the taxes of people, right?
Yeah, because our tax dollars fund the schools, right? So if our tax dollars are funding the schools, then on top of just the actual like teacher salaries and the upkeep of the school, like, are we not paying for the school lunches? I would think.
Yeah, I would think so too. I don't know how. Like, I don't know. I'm curious to know what she did with all the wings, because it was just extra stuff that she would order. I wonder if she did it on mistake. Like if she ordered the wrong wings and tried to cover it and order
if
the
it
right
was
wings.
Ordered on mistake, then they would be sitting in the freezer.
But then didn't want them to go bad, so she just took them home.
They wouldn't go bad in the freezer.
She didn't think that.
Well, that means that she's not a very good food services manager.
I don't know. I personally don't know. But man,
I mean, we would just be having wings every week until those wings were gone.
Yeah. I
throw some barbecue sauce on them this week.
Man, but you ordered a 1.5 million. That's $1,500,000.
Lemon pepper them next week.
Yeah.
Complete season them the week after that. Man. Prime, I got some flour at the house. I can fix this.
That's a really crazy situation, man.
I be out at canvassing the neighborhood. Y'all come get these wings, cause they're gonna get gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
I am, man. I am, man. But it's like, golly, man, you got 9 years for just ordering chicken.
We have to assume that it was stealing chicken.
Yeah. Like for sure. Like she had to be taking that chicken home.
Exactly.
Because I don't see it like it's a 1.5 million is a lot.
A whole lot.
Man, I'm still trying to work on my first million. She stole one. Anyway, guys, but we finna get out of here, man. We got some stuff to do today. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us this morning. It's a little rowdy this morning, and
it's a lot of rowdy.
Yeah, but we love you guys for rocking with us every Saturday morning. He did. That's nasty, quiet.
Don't spit. Tell her sorry.
But anyway, guys, we love you guys. We appreciate you guys. You guys get out, have some fun this weekend, do something interesting. And we'll see you next week.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.